Yeah. So, booster shot blues, man. Booster shot blues. Home from work, cause typical. Feel free to join me in the voice chat. Anyone who's on my server is welcome to come join me as long as you follow the TOS as far as use of language. You are welcome to join me. Um, just don't say any slurs or anything hateful. As long as we speak with a voice of love and we keep ourselves, we restrict ourselves from being hateful individuals. We can all get along here, and we can all speak our minds in a friendly and safe way. Um, I believe in the First Amendment, and I believe that everyone should have a right to speak what they believe is true. And you are welcome to come join me and speak what you think is true. The link is in my, you know, it's down there, wherever. Actually, I guess I'll put it in the description. Link to my lexicon server. Edit server profile. It's the idea is to make kind of a call-in show that's like almost like the old Coast to Coast AM I used to like so much. Server setting. Nope. I need to. What am I doing? Invite people. Create invite. Don't never expire. Generate new link. All right. So I'm making an invite link, and I'm gonna put it in the all the shit. Restream. This is a tribute to Art Bell and Coast to Coast AM, who helped me through a long, a long time ago when I was working for the U.S. government. That someone out there was talking about the shit that actually mattered. I was so depressed that the whole world just didn't seem to know anything about what was actually going on this planet. But you know, it is what it is, I guess. All right. I think I finally figured out how to make my guitar actually sound good. I think my cable was busted, and it sounded like shit. I in the voice chat? Yes, I am in the voice chat. So anyone who wants, they can join the voice chat. And we can talk about anything you wish. That's the idea. It's a call-in show. You know, it's like the symposium, like we used to do in the old days, back in ancient Greece. My teachers, Aristotle and Plato, and Socrates, back when they lived. Diogenes of Sinope. When I said, if I was not Alexander, I would wish to be Diogenes. Because he gave up everything. He gave up all possessions. And he said, we come into this world with nothing. We're gonna leave the world with nothing. And hell, it don't matter what comes or goes in the meantime anyway. Stop fucking worrying about it. It doesn't matter. Money doesn't matter. Wealth doesn't matter. Possessions don't matter. But people do. People matter. Look for people. Look for real men. Real women. Look for real people who are interested in loving and living freely and giving to each other lovingly. And make them part of your life. Not people who are only going to fret about possessions all day and all night. Never be happy. Never be happy no matter how much they have, because they'll never have enough. But they're gonna die one day and have nothing, and then they'll be real fucking unhappy because they won't even have a body anymore. But I won't, because I know things come and go and flow like the river flowing down. Well, that doesn't mean you have to worry anyway. Well, just let the waters go, let the stream flow, and let your soul flow down the river today. You're also, of course, free to chat with me in the stream chat. Yeah, hello, love. Oh, wait, online strips without clothing. Well, hello, anyway. Sorry that life has forced you into doing such a thing so that you can survive. It's a terrible, terrible state of humanity, really. Hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on right now, but you know, our friend Naomi is a good lady. Uh, oh yes, Diverso. Someone, yeah, I know. I know I'm a fool, and yeah, yeah, man, I am kind of a hippie. They saying I'm a hippie. Let me go to my stream chat. I just want to be in my stream chat. I don't need to be talking on Discord with people while I'm on stream. Hmm. Once again, I have forgotten. Let's get those bits up. Kilobits, kilobytes, kilobytes, beat, bop, beat up Biden. Don't beat up Biden. He a nice guy. He a white guy. He not a very good. He's not a very good with words guy. He's a kind of guy you could sit down with, have a cup of coffee, and he wouldn't remember shit. He wouldn't remember your face. He wouldn't remember your name. He would just say, "Hey, nice to see you again." And you would think, "Hey, he does remember me." But no, he's just learned to say that to people. So that they treat him right. He's a very cunning fool, and I approve of him. For being a cunning fool. I love cunning fools. That's my, what am I doing? I'm just here playing music. What are you up to, Charter? Oh, check. Huh. Check. Am I? Well, I have the wrong head. Oh, they got unplugged. Dang. I was like, why am I not hearing myself? It's because my headphones got unplugged. God damn it, Governor. Why am I not hearing myself? I can't hear myself think. Beating my nuts and listening to you. Yeah, well, you know, you gotta ponder your orbs sometimes, man. Howdy, Raymond. How are you doing, my friend? What's up, brother? He's over there on YouTube land. Everyone can just feel free to hop on my Discord if you want, and you can join our voice chat if you want to call in, talk about something that's important to you, or you don't have to, but if you want to, you can. I want to make this an open thing, an interactive thing. Everyone can always just, you can participate as much or as little as you want. I've been making some songs for streamers lately. What happened with that? It looks all weird now. It's like, light's not bright enough or something? Oh, maybe the sunlight outside ceased to be so bright. And now, here we are. Yeah, they used to call me a hipster. Now they're calling me a hippie. Oh, they used to call me a hipster. No, let's play something a little more. They used to call me a hipster. Now they call me a hippie. Who's the hippie now, you fool? I'm just looking in the mirror, seeing the fool I am. And they call me a fool, I say, yes I am, yes I am. Thank you for noticing. I am that I am. I antagonize the government. Sometimes I antagonize them because they can't make up their fucking minds. Oh, are they gonna be nice this year or evil? Probably evil, cause that's all they seem to do. Oh, it seems apropos to question their logic. Why don't they say what they mean? It's because they want your money, because all they value is money, even though money is just an invisible thing that they invented themselves. It's just an idea, just a piece of paper, just a little thing that doesn't mean anything to anybody unless you want it to. Don't get mad, it's just the fucking truth. It's just a number in a bank account. Don't you see? It's just a number on a piece of paper. It's just a ledger. It's just a fake fucking idiot thing. And they screwed you, you Rube. Oh, you Rube Goldbergs of the universe, unite, unite and hear and sing. Won't you rise up and tell them, hey, fuck off, dude. You don't have to be violent. You could just be nice. You can say, nah, man, I'm just not gonna fucking do it your way. Because I was bullshit. No, fuck you. We're gonna do it my way. And here's my way. Just be nice, get the things you need, make the things you want, and give them to others for free. And then they'll help you out with the things they want and the things that they create. And then you'll all be happy, and you don't need the state. Oh, fuck them all, those hippies, Nazis, all those Nazi bastards. It's all good to unite and be one together. Be one folk, be one people, and love one another. And you don't have to worry anymore, because the war's over. The bombs, fuck the bombs, deactivate. Stop pointing guns, stop pointing weapons. It doesn't matter anymore. Oh, the hammer of God is raised on us here on earth. Well, the sword of Damocles flies overhead. We don't even notice. Don't worry about it. They're made to rule sanely now, because if they don't, we'll all fucking die. Oh yeah, the aliens came and set us straight. Told us not to masturbate, but to meditate. Don't waste your time on bullshit. I'm not talking about just the physical act of masturbating all your dick. What I'm saying is don't just waste your time for the fuck of it. Just make a little thing, do a little thing for a positive action. Make a little thing that makes you a little better every day. Make your life better, make every moment a little sweeter, a little prettier, a little cuter than it was when it came and you found it. The eternal river now, the eternal stream flows all around us, and we are here, the rock in the middle. Well, the rock. These headphones broke. Fucking headphones, god damn it. Well, the rock. Hey, buddy. Welcome to my server, Raymond. Hey, Mono. How you doing, buddy? Let me tell you about the rock that lies in the middle of the river. Well, the river's name was Jordan, and the rock was Peter. Petros means rock. Cephas means rock. The rock of the church was built in the river of Jordan. The river of Jordan. It was made by Jesus and John. Oh, John baptized Jesus in the water, and then descended the power of God, the voice of God, and said, oh, Jesus, you are my son, my holy son. All ye who see him, take it and love him as you would love yourselves, love one another. Peace, goodwill, peace on earth, goodwill towards men is what the angels said. And Christmas is over now, but we can talk about the New Year's to come. Oh, the New Year is coming. It's coming down the road. Yeah, the New Year is coming down the road. It's coming down the road. Yeah, the New Year is coming down the road. Well, 2020 was a bag of shit for me, probably for you too. Oh, 2021 was a little bit of an improvement, but it still had its issues. Now I feel like I'm getting to the top of the roller coaster mountain. And I just hope that we can keep this thing on the fucking rails when we tip over the top. Oh, 'cause we're gonna chug it, choo-choo down the slope. We're gonna go around and hope. Oh, see, try and feel, see, oh, what the world's gonna tell us. Oh, won't you listen, you people, my best of friends. Let's have a fun ride. Violence is not necessary, The revolution won't come at the point of a gun, because
Those who live by the sword will die by it. So die by the plowshare. Leave your swords in the plowshares. Were the words that Jesus spoke. Muhammad didn't listen. So I hope that this time maybe we can get it right. Muhammad was a good man, very, very, very good man. The Quran was the word of God. He received it from the heavens and skies above. And it said, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. That says, oh God, the most beneficent, most merciful, our praises are due unto you. Oh, the King of all worlds, the most compassionate, most pure. It is you that we worship, and to you we ask for help. Now guide us to the straight path, the path of those who are righteous and not the path of those who stray. Then we say, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Qul huwa Allahu ahad, Allahu samad. Lam yalid lam yulad wa lam kufuwan ahad. Oh, wa lam yakun kufuwan ahad. Ahad, ahad. That means one. Say, He, God, is one. He, God, is without partner or peer. He is unique in His own way. He was not begetted and not begotten. There was not a thing created, not created by Him. Our God, Shema Israel, Yahweh Eloheinu, Yahweh Echad. That means Hear, O Israel. Yahweh is our Lord, Yahweh is our God, and Yahweh is one. We are all one. And all the great mystics of time, wherever they may be, they are there for you and me. That's the truth.
Oh man. All right, man. That's I don't know, crazy bit of bullshit, kinda. My headphones fell off. Guess no one's hopped into voice chat today. Sometimes people like to join. Sometimes people like to say hello. Oh, yeah. That placebo, eh? And you know what? Oh man, between Christmas and New Year's is the one time a year that I would just like let myself be a fucking pig. And here's some cookie dough. And this is what you do. Don't let them tell you you can't eat cookie dough, man. Just fucking eat cookie dough.
Because God, it is good.
We're all gonna have a happy new year. We all will. If we let ourselves. Well, you know, we're having a good time here. I see some TTV people. Kitten Rescue, Lurks, Nintendo Switch X, Paco Pepe Constructor, Painfulest. I don't know. I don't know if those are real people or not. Who knows? Maybe it's all bots. Maybe no one listens to me. And probably no one does. That's okay. I do it for myself. I do it for God. I do it for the universe. Someday, someone might appreciate me for being who I am. Doesn't have to be today. Doesn't have to be tomorrow. I don't really give a shit. I do it all for free anyway. You know? The Tao of Pooh, man. You gotta learn the way. Have some fucking honey in your life. Follow the sound of buzzing. Go where the honey is. Get some. If you're not an asshole, the bees will let you have some. The bees sting people who are too much of a jerk because you're trying to kill them. But if you ask them, if you're polite to them, they might let you have some honey. Animals understand vibrations, just like we do. Speech is just a vibration. Everything in the universe is just vibration. Delectable. Oh, my people, my people. Y'all can do what you want to do. I can do what I want to do. We can all be happy. Let's do that. Let's do the path that leads us to mutual happiness for everyone. Let's find the win-win. Life is not a zero-sum game. God gave us all this shit. For free. You don't own it. You fucking imbecile. Just because God gave it to you doesn't mean you own it. God owns it. God gave it to us for our use, for the use of it. The people who own the land are the people who are on it. We're making use of it. Doing something constructive, creative. Not being an asshole. Just fucking assholes, man.
We own all the land and you don't get to sit on it. Fuck you. Fuck you, homeless people. You have no homes because we took all the land and said you can't even camp. No! You're evil, homeless people who want to camp, who don't want to have a house. You need to live in a shitty box. You must live in the box. Live in the box, you imbecile. God damn you if you want to live in a tent. God damn you if you want to be like your ancestors and be a nomadic tribesman. Be a yurt dweller. Like Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan was the most badass guy of history. Fuck all you. Genghis Khan understood, man. Genghis Khan was the fucking coolest guy in the universe. That guy was fucking awesome. That guy was fucking #1. What are you? Rothschilds? What are you? You fucking idiots. They think they have everything because they have fucking gold. You read. Gold doesn't mean anything. You have rocks, you piece of shit. You have bars of metal. You think you're better than me? The Mongolians showed all you fucking farm dwellers, all you fucking Babylonian pieces of shit who learned to fucking just sit and steal. Oh man, go out and be a man. Get what you need. Take what you need from the world. You don't need anything you don't need to ask for it. Well, ask for it. Be polite and ask for it, and you might find that people give it to you. And they often do. I found that in my life. I've been homeless, and people would give me things just because I asked. I would say, "Hey man, I don't have anywhere to go tonight, and it's fucking negative 13 degrees. Hey, could I sleep on your couch?" And they would say, "Yeah, man, that's cool." But there's really good people in this world. That's some real fucking idiots. And we all are here together, and we share the land. You know, we share. And that's what makes it so beautiful. We live in the best video game in the world, and all anyone wants to do is live in a virtual reality. We have all the best games. We have all the best things. We have the sports. We have everything. We have all the fun. And you know, it's okay if your body is not capable of doing those things. That's okay. And that's why we built games of varying types. And video games are good games. I don't hate on video games. I play video games. You can watch my streams. I play them. You know, I don't get out all the time, but you know, get out sometimes. Have some fun. Go outside, you indoor people. Don't become cave trolls. What is with all these cave trolls in the world? What's with all these trolls, man? The world's just full of trolls. The world's full of trolls and dwarves and elves. We are living in the fantasy realm of Dungeons and Dragons as we speak. You could be a Kekian, a frogman.
Okay, I should get some work done. I'm gonna record some songs for some streamers that I like. Um, and I'm gonna do it with through OBS. So I'm gonna stay on stream and I'm just gonna record them. Um, and I'm just gonna do them off the top of my head. It'll be fun. There will be a record of it. You can see it here. And this one's for Star Cherry Bomb. Let's start there. Star, 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 cherry bomb. Star, 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 cherry bomb, star, cherry bomb. She's a pretty girl. Oh, a pretty girl who has her own Twitch stream. She came from another planet or another universe just to say, come vibe with me, Star Cherry Bomb. Oh, Star Cherry Bomb. Oh, keep the vibe up good. Oh, it's that positive energy. She brings her smile, her inner beauty shines so thoroughly that you can see it written on her face. That doesn't mean that you should say the things that some of these trolls will say. You know, she's a sexy lady. She's got nice tits, a nice ass, you know? But you don't have to be a fucking asshole about it. Don't be a weirdo. She's a beautiful woman. Treat her with some respect. Fucking weirdos. Oh, Star Cherry Bomb, I love you because you are the perfect you that you can be. I'm not saying you don't have flaws, but what I'm saying is that your flaws don't matter because you are so perfect to me. You're just perfectly yourself, perfectly who you are, and I say mi corazón es arte siempre por Star Cherry Bomb. Oh, my Star Cherry Bomb, gracias por tu streamer. Gracias por tu gracia. Gracias por tu aplomba. Gracias por tu eleganteidad. I don't know if that's correct Spanish. I've lived around Spaniards all my life. Well, maybe not the Spaniards that from Spain, but those who descended from those people. And I try to learn a little bit of the languages of others, so that one day I might learn to communicate without seeming like an asshole. Star, 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 cherry bomb, help me to communicate without seeming like a dick, seeming like a dick. I don't want to seem like a dick, but sometimes I do. Sometimes I am, but I just say I love you because you're so cool, so perfect for who you are and who you want to be. Fuck all the haters, man. Star Cherry Bomb fucking rocks. That's a recording for her. Done. One and done. Let's see. I'll do a song for, yeah, Mcdoodle. Mcdoodle's been doing this. I'm just going to capo because so I just go somewhere else, do something else with my voice and with my, and just force myself to switch it up. Mcdoodle is a great musician in her own right. She's a saxophone player and uh, also a very beautiful woman. But it's not, you know, I appreciate that about her, but it's not the number one thing. It's like I really appreciate that she's such a compassionate and sweet person, that she sits around and puts up with a lot of bullshit on her chat sometimes, but you know, she plays beautiful music. She's a fantastic saxophone player. She's a good ukulele player. And that's mainly what I've heard her play. I think she also might play guitar, but I haven't heard her play guitar that much. But anyway, I'm gonna sing a song for Old Mcdoodle Had a Farm. Let's do that. Old Mcdoodle had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm there was a girl who had her own Twitch show. Her name was Miss Mcdoodle, and she was a friend of mine, even if she didn't know it yet. Go up a one and make it right here. That's a little better. Oh, key of A. Oh no, it's a key of B flat. Oh, Miss Mcdoodle, you do a lot for a lot of people. Yes, you just brighten up our day and make it a pleasant way to see all our friends are about. Oh, Mcdoodle, you like the jazz, the rock, the classical. You like all the music that's made so beautifully. Well, music is the language of the heart and soul. You speak it eloquently. So I salute you, Miss Mcdoodle. You are always a friend to me. Oh, Miss Mcdoodle, you had a farm. Oh, maybe a farm to raise some animals. If you had a farm, I bet you'd farm instruments so people could learn the sound of beautiful, beautiful cock crows. Cock-a-doodle-doo, Mr. Mcdoodle-doo. Cock-a-mcdoodle-doo for you, Miss Mcdoodle. Here on Kauai we have big cocks. I don't mean that, I mean roosters. Don't have a dirty mind about it. I didn't mean it that way. But we have very beautiful roosters here. They remind me of you sometimes because they all strut around and say, "Doodly-doodly-doo, cock-a-doodle-doo." You can hear them in the background sometimes when I'm streaming. Oh, Miss Mcdoodle.
this is kinda dragging on, so I guess I'd end this song. I'll just go up and do a little faster than now. I'm gonna make it kinda exciting at the end. Oh yeah, we're gonna make it kinda exciting at the end.
There you go, Miss Mcdoodle. That one's for you. Fucking alto and tenor. Oh yeah, in tandem DJ. You know, man, I use some of your music on my stream the other day. I put your SoundCloud up. I thought you would appreciate that. I'm sorry I didn't ask you directly, because you'd left the server and everything. But I thought I knew you wouldn't mind. I knew you would be knew you'd be cool with that, because it was cool music. I put it on when we were playing some fighting games, and we fucking were jamming to that, man. We were jamming to that. We were playing some Samurai Showdown 2. That's one of my favorite games of all time. All time, man. That game is so good. It is one of the best fighting games of all time. You can play it on Fightcade. It's there. You can just download it. Go to fightcaderoms.com and go to fightcade.com. Yeah, me and Psycho. Yeah, Jesse, my friend, American Psycho. He's been basically my best friend since we were 11 years old. We were both 11, and we met in Reno, Nevada, at this comic book shop called Alex D's. Alex D's nuts, if you know what I mean. Alex D's nuts. Oh, it was bright fucking green. I got the joke finally. Oh yeah, man. Alex D's nuts. Anyway, we used to play up in their attic. We would play. We would read comic books. He would let us read their comic books because we were poor. We were kids, you know. We couldn't pay him, but we were nice and we were respectful. And we went in there and we hung out a little bit. And unfortunately, he had to close the shop because it just couldn't maintain. But it was a great fucking place. And we played Dungeons and Dragons up in their attic all the time. And we were putting together a Dungeons and Dragons game on the Twitch stream. So I have some friends of mine who are streamers, and we are going to make a Dungeons and Dragons campaign, and we're going to be playing it, I think, on Tuesdays during the day. I live in Hawaii, so the times are rough sometimes for other people. So I'm going to play it. Perhaps I would be in the morning. Other people would be playing it in the afternoon of Tuesday. That's one of my days off. It's one of American Psycho's days off. And if you have time in Tandem DJ, you're welcome to join. And then I was going to have one of my friends, a Star Cherry Bomb, who I just sang a song for, and Miss Laura V. She also wanted to play. I asked a few other streamers, but they didn't seem as interested, or they have other problems involved. You know, they have issues being able to do it at that time, or, you know. So, you know, that's the thing about Dungeons and Dragons, is you have to get everyone to get together at the same time. And, you know. Yeah, in tandem, yeah. Yeah, so, yeah. If you want to come play Dungeons and Dragons with us on Tuesdays, we will start that up starting after the new year. Yeah. Well, and actually, so what's so cool about it is that I'm going to be the dungeon master, and I'm going to play the background music at the same time. See? So I get to tell you the story.
I'm a bard in real life, so I get to tell you the story and play the background music, and then be like, there came a dragon, oh, red dragon, it had mighty scales, dark and mighty scales. Oh, clouds of thunder, clouds of black surrounded it. Oh, it descends on the sky upon you, heroes. Oh, won't you wait and fight this red dragon, dragon players? You know, I'm gonna do stuff like that. And, you know, it will be like, kind of like a Dungeons and Dragons musical kind of thing. And I think what I'll do is I'm gonna make it, we're gonna play it with a little bit simplified rules for people who haven't played before and might not be interested in a super mechanical game. We're going to be doing a game that's based a lot around imagination, but we'll keep the dice rolling, and leave stuff up to chance. You know, whether we succeed or not in various things, leave it up to chance. Let God decide. You know, it's that makes it more fun. Because that way you don't always get your way, and it may make the story more interesting. Yeah. I gotta play one for Laura V. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna play a song for Laura V now. Yippee-ki-yay, oh, Miss Laura V. She's a cowgirl down in Texas, so they say. She's just the kind of cowgirl you like. She's not the kind of cowgirl you think. Not that kind of cowgirl with the cow hat and the boots and all that shit. She had a pretty cow bikini that shows off her amazing assets. It's an amazing woman. Got a lot of things to say and to show. She's got a bright and shiny spirit. She's a very, very nice person. She is all of that and more. She has an we can't say that on Twitch anymore, I think, so I'll leave it out. But if you want to see her, you can have it. She's got a lot of talent, and I have not actually seen any of it because I'm not as weird as you guys, but I'm more of a meditator, not a masturbator, but that's okay. You can do what you want, you little rascal. I won't say a damn thing. Anyway, Miss Laura V, she's so sweet, nicest little lady that you ever could meet. She's the Southern belle that you need to respect. Don't tell her anything that is so rude in her Twitch stream chat, or I'll come for you, because my name is Lex. That means I'm the law. I'm the law in this town. You answer to me. If you disrespect that lady, because she's the sweetest sweetheart in the world. She just wants to make your life a little better and have some fun. So don't tell her anything mean about how you disapprove of her life. choices and what she chooses to be. If she shows a little skin, that's just because she's the hottest cowgirl in the world, and she needs to cool down in the pool sometimes. She needs to cool down because, hell, if you're hot, it's nice to relax. And hell, I could relax on the beach right now. Gotta end this song, gone on too long anyway. Moo cow moo. Yeah, man. It'll be good. It'll be good times. Yeah, Aeon, feel free to jump on the VC. You can come chat or whatever you want. I am nocebo. Placebo. All right. Yeah, now I'm just gonna upload some of the. Hey, Charter, how you doing, man? Nocebo has just as much of an effect. You will inject my brain with your scopolamine needle. Well, come and fucking try it, bitch. I got a real thick skull. You're gonna have to fucking drill into there, bitch. You're not gonna get your scopolamine needle in there. You can't have my pineal gland, you fucking... You want my adrenochrome? Come and take it. I'm ready. I'm ready. Put down the guns. We'll settle this man to man, mano y mano. Do it the real way, the way it was meant to be. I'll take you downtown, son. I'm just kidding, man. I know you're just kidding too. You're just having a good time. What about Assange, man? I have thought that I've been like consistently worried that Assange has been dead. That guy's a fucking hero, first of all. Julian Assange is a fucking hero, and anyone who says otherwise is a fucking brainwashed shill. Screw them. And, you know, screw them. I don't approve of those brainwashed shills, you know? He's great. He was great. He is great. And you know what? God bless him. God fucking bless him. He's gonna get a lot of pussy in heaven. Because that guy, you know, fuck 72 virgins. Julian Assange is gonna get 1,001 Arabian Nights, if you know what I mean. He's gonna have a real good time. God is real fucking fond of Julian Assange because
These fucking Moloch assholes. These fucking mammon worshipping Babylonians. They, everyone everyone always gets the nomenclature wrong. It's like, listen, they're Babylonians. It's written on the book. That's the name of it. You know, it's the Babylonian law. It's the Babylonian book of legal argument. Have you not known that? Do you not know what it means that it's called the Babylonian? The Babylonian book? All right. Anyway, I don't care. What's a good CC shop / account log shop? Account log shop. I don't know. I don't know anything about that kind of dark web stuff. I'm purely white hat. I'm purely white hat. I actually don't interfere with anything like that. I do it all through magic, through gematria and understanding of Kabbalah. That's Hayim. You know, my studies of the Torah. I'm a very studious son of Jupiter. I'm a Jew, son of Jupiter, the Jew Potter. The Jew Father is my Father, who art in heaven. Hallowed be his name. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our transgressions, as we forgive those who transgress against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For yours is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. In the name of God, the most beneficent, most compassionate. Amen. That's just the way it goes, you know? A lot of people they haven't put 2 and 2 together. Yeah. No, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm based in red pilled, is what you mean. Oh, well, based on what? Based on the Bible, you fraud. Fuck you. And then they say, oh, red pilled, what does that mean? It means I've taken a lot of red pills. Literally, I've taken all of the red pills. The DXM red pills. They come in a little box. You get them at the dollar store. And they make you real fucking high. And then you see God, and he tells you things. And then you say, wow, it's all real. And he says, yep. And you say, why don't they realize it, God? He says, I don't know. Been trying to tell them. They're just fucking idiots. Don't worry about it. I got a plan. We'll get it all through. Don't worry about it. Bada bing, bada boom. God's the number one wise guy. He's the Godfather. He's the number one wise guy. You think the mafia is run by some Italian? Nah. It's not Roman. It's not Italian. It's not Sicilian. It's God. God, the Godfather. I'm sure you do. You fucking catamite. But you know, you fucking come and take it, bitch. You're gonna have to fight me for it. Edomite, yeah. Nah, catamite. He's a catamite, not an Edomite. Maybe he's an Edomite. I don't know. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Come on and rant about Julian, Lurker. I want to hear what you have to say. Just don't say anything. Just as long as you keep the language pure. Like, don't say it in anything hateful. Don't get angry. And and don't insult anyone ad hominem style, and we'll be fine. Don't use any slurs. In fact, we should strive. I know I swear a lot. I should strive to swear less. You know, swear words. I should just stop to. I should stop saying fuck so much. It's just a very useful word, very powerful word, and I love it a lot. But you know, don't worry about it. Yeah. Keep it safe for work. You know. Yeah. So hold on. I'm gonna listen back to some of these things that I just played, just so I know which one is which, so that I can upload them to YouTube. Which maybe I shouldn't do while I'm streaming, or maybe I should. I don't know. Fuck it. We'll find out. I don't know how good my internet is. We'll find out. Maybe it will ruin the stream. Maybe it won't. But, you know. Or maybe it won't let me upload while I'm in the stream. Create, upload videos. Oh, drag and drop files to upload. Okay. Yep. What's this? All right. I'm just doing it live, man. Just doing it live. As said by Larry King. Fuck it. We'll do it live. God knows I am. And I don't give a shit. 'Cause doing it live is good. It's fun. Yep. Well, those videos are uploading, and then I will send them to all of those various streamers, in the hopes that they will appreciate them. I'm not really doing it for clout. Like, a lot of people are like, stop self-promoting. Don't give us links to your shit. Don't give us links to your shit. I don't want to see your art. I don't want to hear your music, you asshole. Stop foisting yourself on me. Bill O'Reilly. Oh, it was Bill O'Reilly. Okay. Yeah. One of those pricks. Whoever. Stop foisting your shit. You're an artist and you're giving your shit away for free. Fuck you. I only want it if somebody else tells me it's good. Self-promotion is for assholes. It's like, all right, I'm making art for you. Like, specifically for you. Don't tell me I'm self-promoting too much. I'm literally, I am an artist, and I'm making art for you. Yeah, if you don't promote yourself, who will? No one is. No one fucking does anything for me. No one ever goes out and says, like, hey, you should listen to this guy, Lex White. Yeah, apparently, because I don't get any, I'm not super popular on Twitter or Facebook or anything. You know, I don't have millions of followers or anything like that. You know, no one's out there like saying, hey, you should listen to this crazy asshole. People just appreciate me, and then they're like, but I probably shouldn't tell people I like this guy because he's fucking nuts. Yeah, I am a little bit nuts. I sit around pondering my orbs all day. You should ponder yours a little more.
on the Twitch stream right now. We got Intended DJ. We got, I guess, a bunch of bots. And Charter. Charter's still watching. Cool. You know, yeah, I'm not a very popular guy, in fact. I talk to a lot of people, but largely, there's some communities that it's just like, it is not safe for me to be here because these people, like, as soon as I start talking about the things that I talk about, they get whipped up into a fucking fury. And I'm like, I'm just like, I'm not angry though. I'm not being hateful and I'm not attacking anyone. I'm just sitting here and just doing nothing. I'm just explaining what I think about things. And then they just come at me with a fucking fist of Satan. They're just like, "Oh, kill this guy." And I say, "Demons, go out of them. The power of Christ be upon you." Power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you, you know. God damn. Anyway, hey, what's up, brother? It's good, man. Lurker, how are you doing? I'm doing good. Yeah, so yeah, if we can talk about you want to talk about Julian Assange? We can talk about Julian Assange. Hey, what's up, bro? Swode? It's my bro, Swode. My bro. What was that? Yeah, I think. Oh, yeah, I think so. Actually, wait, no, it's not yet. Uh, n- okay, all right. He has asked me not to put him on stream, so I will not connect the thing to the stream right this second. Uh, Everyone ignored it. Everyone ignored Julian Assange's dead man switch. Yeah, I've never seen that level. I've never seen that level of like shutting shit down. They shut everything down. Okay. This is why I feel like you should just say that on stream, man. I don't care. You feel like it will incriminate yourself? Well, if you're not comfortable with it, I won't put your voice on stream. But yeah.
But the last video he did, apparently there's all kinds of signs of it being doctored and deep fake. CGI, and if you see the level of deep fake right now, dude, you can't fucking tell the difference between
you can't.
Yeah,
whether it's fake or not.
That's a big problem with the whole
you can't
world
verify his proof of life, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, we can't verify. Well, you know, it's possible that we can make fake videos. Like we have the technology to make it look like anyone's still alive or still around. It's like Joe Biden might be dead, for all we know. We because no one really sees him. The amount of people that are allowed to attend his events is very, very small, and so
it's very controlled too.
Very controlled, and it's like they have COVID restrictions, and it's all very controlled. So it's like, yeah, we see what's going on. We know what's going on. And, you know, they can get mad at me for saying it, or they can get mad at me for we're talking about it here, but we're not saying anything that's
we're not saying anything wrong.
Well,
I mean, so it's like
do
they're
you
allowed.
remember?
They can censor us if they want, but
Right.
this is the kind of stuff I'm like, you can censor me if you want, but let's. I just don't want to do it like in a sense where we.
We're not going to talk about a specific topic. We'll ignore that topic. But do you remember the first Mission Impossible movie with fucking Tom Cruise? And you see how they were able to create realistic face masks of people?
Yeah.
What they were doing in the late 90s, they've been able to do that for decades. You know, like physically with mechanics and facial augmentation.
Yeah, I mean, I've posted pictures of some of them on my Twitter and stuff. Like,
so they don't even need deep fake. Like, they don't even need the technology. But now they have the technology on top of the physical mechanical augmentation. So if they want to impersonate someone, like Joe Biden, for example, anybody could be Joe Biden. He's just a face. He's a character, right? Like, whether he's pooping his pants or not, it's neither here nor there, right?
Yeah. You know, I don't know. They do a lot of bullshit. You know, but what did you guys want to talk about specifically about Julian Assange?
So, like, in 2016, during the whole election, there's an incident. I don't know if both of you remember, but specifically when his internet was cut off when he was at the Ecuadorian embassy. That set his dead man switch to go off, and his keys were released. And, well, not his keys, but instructions on how to dig up his keys. So what ended up happening was any mention of that at all was just censored to hell and high water. It was ridiculous. Even if you try to, like, go back to the archives and see what's there, like, so much of it has been scrapped. It's ridiculous. But basically, he hid his insurance keys for the keys for his insurance file, which, by the way, has been tampered with. You need to get the
hash keys.
Yeah. He hid those in the blockchain. So you sort of have to, like, get a portion.
Yeah, the whole cryptocurrency thing has a lot to do with the revolution, you know.
Apparently, I don't know. I don't know about that.
No,
really.
It does. It does, because Satoshi Nakamoto is central intelligence. Satoshi in Japanese means intelligence. Naka means center. Moto means field. Center field intelligence. It means central intelligence.
Center field intelligence?
Interesting.
That's an interesting name, actually. Center field intelligence.
His name, Satoshi Nakamoto, it's not a person. It's made up because... Why? Question mark? Question mark? Can you fill in the blank? I know why, but can you fill in the blank? Do you see what I'm saying here?
Digital currency.
No, digital information.
Digital information that can't be destroyed without destroying people's finances, destroying the money. So, do you see what I'm saying here and why this is valuable to a certain central intelligence that we know?
Well, that's like, you know, how McAfee, right? John McAfee.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he had a dead man switch, and I'm pretty sure it released. But you know what? They weren't going to kill him unless they got to it first, and I think that's why they ended up killing him, because they did get to it. So whatever was left, it was just like breadcrumbs, you know. Same with Julian Assange. After he had his dead man switch activated, his proof of life was very sketchy. It wasn't his normal proof of life. Like, he didn't come out to the balcony. He didn't. It didn't seem authentic. They put him in a room, and it was an interview. It was very fucking controlled, and it was just off. It didn't seem right, you know. So and they're trying to say they're extraditing him now, but I believe he's already been black bagged. He's already been renditioned in a black site somewhere. If he's still alive, then he is going to a black site. If he's not already there, you know, um, which is sad to say because you ever see that guy dance? There's a video on YouTube, man. The guy, he just loves music. He just loves to get down, and he's got a vibe. He just wants freedom. He's about freedom, and he wants to get out of the government persecution. He wants to reveal the tyranny, and all he wants to do is dance. And he can't even do that anymore.
Man, this tea is still so hot. I made this tea like a fucking hour ago. I put 6 ice cubes in it, and it's still like fucking burning hot. I'm like, how is this possible? This fucking mug.
The threads that were
sorry to change the subject.
Dancing is like the epitome of freedom because if you can dance freely, that's your bodily autonomy.
That's true.
Nobody's controlling you. You're just living, loving, laughing, like for real. But
I think your microphone is kind of it's clipping a little bit. I think it's overdriving.
Is it?
I think maybe if you turn it down slightly, then your voice would come in clearer. Actually, like it might be cranked up.
Oh shit! Well, I got my cats fucking around right now. Hey.
So anyway, yeah, what you're saying is true. The
threads going on at the time when his switch was, when it went off. So anyways, let's go back to 2016, specifically during the election and when his internet got cut off. The threads going on at the time, there was censorship obviously on 4chan. So it was there were threads on 8chan, and then those went on, and then eventually it migrated over to N-chan, and then basically the glows got there and just spammed it to hell and high water. And why I don't like talking about it is because the people digging into that, the posts, it was the same pattern. It was, people just trying to figure it out, and then eventually there's an oh shit moment where someone posted like, okay, this is easy, this is completely doable. All you need to do is scrap the fucking blockchain offline with like a simple program, but you have to do it on a specific OS, like Tails or something.
Yeah.
And you have to just compile a simple program for it. And then what still creeps me out is the radio silence after that. And there was radio silence. And then a few posts later, there was a second team or second whatever, just picking up where they left off. And then like a day or two later or whatever, it was the same thing where, it's like they found something, or they found, the way to get to to open up the insurance file. And then silence.
And you know what, as well, during that time period, the GLOWs, or the intelligence agencies, they were putting a lot of intimidation and fear out there. So I remember, like, anybody that would be researching or looking into like the hash keys and the dead man switch,
there's a lot of fear.
Like there was a threat that anybody that would post it, you would be tagged by the spooks, and you would be either
you'd be tracked in real time, and you'd be blackbanned.
And apparently this was actually happening.
And it was I saw it happen firsthand with the radio silence. What creeps me out to this day is how they migrated from N-chan to the now defunct NTP chan, Changolia.
Yeah.
And I followed it closely, and eventually I said fuck it, and I saw a list of the files that were in the insurance files. And when I saw that, I nuked everything on my laptop. Like I could see why they were black bagging people. Like this would cause societal unrest. Like there would be like the lampposts would be used with, like, I'm not joking. Like that's why I feel so uneasy. But I like, as time is going on, and now you have, you know, Julian back in the, like, I don't believe a fucking word. To top it all off, there was this thread on, at the time, 8chan's poll, and basically it was an insider for WikiLeaks. I don't know if any of you guys have seen it or read it, but basically it's an insider for WikiLeaks saying that shit's fucked and don't trust WikiLeaks. And the really black pill part of it is, you know, how basically the Glows took it over. So any insider information that goes to the Glows, it's, you know, playing right into their hands. But I mean,
well, it served as a basis for Q, if you think about it.
Okay. I'm so glad that you brought that up and not me. This is what angers me so much about the fucking Q operation. You have both sides saying 100% they're good guys out there, and then another side saying no, you know, this is a fucking op to freaking enslave, you know, the patriot, or, you know, to get patriots not to do shit.
To pacify the patriots. Operation Trust.
Both sides piss me off to no end, quite frankly. Because look at the op. Has it done a good job at pacifying patriots, or has it done a good job at, you know, getting people to wake up? What has it done?
It has muddied the waters and increased the tension level, which is what they're trying to do. It has done I think it has been a successful operation for what they're actually intending it to do. It is just intended to make society a little more psychotic. They're ratcheting up the tension.
My 2 cents is that there are actual good guys out there, and they fucked up. They got way too cocky. Because, dude, okay.
There are good guys out there, yes. Yeah. I know them. I know some of them. That's why I'm able to do what I do without people killing me. You know?
When I saw the list of the fucking files in there, I almost shat myself. Like, everything's in there.
There's proof of insiders, you know, whoever was operating it. There's someone close within like the presidential cabinet
had access to the Oval Office. Had any military intelligence.
Yes.
What I'm saying is that, like, if that shit gets out, like, no, it'd be a you know, a sponge and post us like 9/11 pretty much. But as far as that the fucking the Q shit, I really do think that it was guys who are trying to, like, freaking take down the Glows, but considering the past year, they fucked up. But this entire time, I had the point of view that the entire operation was, like, close to half the time I thought it was an op to pacify the public. But more and more, especially now, that's changed. That's changed, because during the op, I saw, okay, if this is to pacify the fucking patriots, they're doing a shit job, because they're giving us way too many leads, just straight out. like the shit for with Pizzagate and all that. They opened up a Pandora's box.
The best place to hide a lie is between two truths, right? So there's definitely a lot of truths.
So what are they lying about? It would be my question.
Well, I mean, they're lying about the military operations, right? Like, lying about, you know, oh, Trump's the shadow president, this and this is happening, you know, the Navy SEALs are raiding the Pizzagate palaces and stuff. And, you know, the thing is, like, the Epstein stuff, that actually came about as a result of all this. Like, and that's just, like, the surface. That's a tip of the surface, I say, you know. So that kind of proves the whole Pizzagate theory or idea, because this guy is an elite, you know, magnate that's flying all the politicians, all the elite government personnel to his own private island that is based off of an ancient Greek Egyptian temple with an underground complex with God knows what is going on down there, you know. You got flight logs of like all the major presidents, senators, you know, it was a Mossad operation. Like, you know, this is the modus operandi of the Mossad is that they incriminate people. And this is the thing about like the higher levels of the Masons and secret societies, that when you get past the 33rd degree, you got to incriminate yourself by performing a sexual or physical ritual where you abuse someone below sexual age, and they film it and you're complicit and now you're part of the group. But if you ever go against them, they reveal it and they fuck you over, right? It's like the highest form of control for the government. That's what it really is about. It's not so much about the actual sex act or the ritual, right? It's about controlling the person or the person in power.
I mean, what I want to point out to both sides are the inconsistencies. Pretty much how like you can make an argument for either or. I don't really like going off into like conjecture or just sort of belief or just, you know, here's what I think. I just sort of go off what's floating around. And what's floating around is just a lot of inconsistencies. Especially with that shadow president shit, and just I don't know, it makes no sense to say, you know, Zion Don, you know, he's with the Jews and all that because of his dad's side, his son-in-law, all that jazz. When you look at his presidency, how he just sort of he went to bat for us, really. You know, he did what he can. He's only one man.
But that was part of his masquerade.
The Trojan horse.
Yeah. He was meant to like round up, you know, the Patriots, help establish that Operation Trust through the Q project or the Q operation, which relates back to what happened with the communist Russia when the Bolshevik Revolution, when the communists got in power, they had an Operation Trust, which was basically like used to pacify all the loyalists that were loyal to the monarchy, the old Russian Bolshevik monarchy, and they had this, you know, same thing as what he would be to Americans today. They're like, oh yeah, loyalists are performing an operation and they're taking out the communists here and there, so we don't got to do anything. So if you look at today and even what happened on January 6th, that was very, very muted. It was very, it wasn't a real revolution. It wasn't a real coup. You know, if they were serious, they would have occupied the Senate, the state capitol, and they would have been forcibly kicked out, which they didn't do. They went in for a literal tour and then walked out. So I think and then they were all painted as like extreme terrorists and stuff. So it all played into the hands of the deep state. And now the deep state has more power, and the deep state has a list of patriots and people that support America. You know what? So basically, I think we got double fucked by having Trump in office. Trump, I mean, I believe in the guy, and I'll admit that I was tricked, but he's a puppet just like any other president, you know?
Yes. I don't want to shit on you, but I really abhor saying that he's a puppet or he's not.
Well, they are their own people. Everyone is their own individual, so no one is exactly a puppet. But
like, okay, I mean, I don't want to freaking defend the guy or attack him. I'm just saying he's a fucking guy. We all have our own roles to play, and the more you know your role, the more you could sort of contribute. And I feel like these entire years, like just seeing that list of files that was in there, just sort of rocked me to my core, because all that shit about Hillary is right, the fucking trafficking, children, drugs, freaking people, weapons. There's all that and more. And that's why I get so fucking like I don't want to open up this Pandora's box. But I mean, dude, just
to me, it's
the thing
like
about
it's
a Pandora, like once you open, like
pressure
Lex,
release
you know,
valve.
like when you open up Pandora's box, at the end, it's hope, right? Or am I wrong about that?
Well, there is. Well, I mean, I don't want a black pill, but like, how open is the box right now? Where are we going, right? I mean,
what I'm saying is not there's like it's as open can be. There's multiple Rubicons crossed by both sides, you know. So even though shit looks bad or whatever, I really have a lot of hope. But I mean, there's something else. I mean, this is what I sort of haven't thrown out at all. But are any of you familiar with the Grenada Treaty?
Star.
Grenada?
Yeah.
In the 90s?
No.
With Bill Clinton?
This is different.
What are you
This is
talking
different.
About? Yeah. What are you talking about?
I don't know.
It's called it's a supposed treaty signed between Eisenhower and the Maos back in the 50s, and I saw that.
Can you type it into
in his? Just type in Eisenhower Aliens Treaty, and it's a supposed Grenada Treaty, and I saw that in the list of files, and that's when I just scrubbed everything, and I felt like a fucking coward. I didn't even want to take a screenshot.
Well, so you have you heard of like Valiant Thor then? Because I think that's where Valiant Thor came from, and like he was allegedly a Nordic Aryan, blonde-haired, blue-eyed, tall, like 6 foot something guy that was embedded within the government after that treaty, and he was within the government for like 20 or 30 years or something like that.
Yeah, he was a supposedly Venusian.
You know who I'm talking about then? Yeah, Venusian. Yeah, right. And it all stemmed from like the Vril, right? The Vril Society, the Nazi Vril Society, originally initiated contact in the 1930s, and they helped the Nazi Germans, and then that transferred over to the United States when the breakaway Nazi Antarctic civilization made a deal with the United States. And it transferred into the Eisenhower Treaty in the 50s. I think that's like the basis of what happened. I mean, that may or may not be true, but that's what I understand.
Before, but supposedly it happened before. It was signed at White Sands. No, the Grenada Treaty
after World War II.
But I mean, like I saw that in the list of a bunch of just file names or PDFs that just do you not understand the heaviness of like if this shit was out in the public, like classified shit, how people would just fucking lose it. So I mean, I feel like
normies aren't ready.
I have more patience, or I'm like trying to like give more patience for those trying to get us out of this shit or round up glows, because the average person just cannot fathom this reality.
Well, I mean, like, dude, I don't know how many times I've seen UFOs. I can't even fucking count it anymore. Like I don't know why I see them so much. Maybe I'm just.
I mean,
maybe it's just I'm around a hot spot. Like
you are around a hot spot. Detroit is
just looking up at the sky. Really, that's the lakes too. That's always they go down because
the Great Lakes have they have access to the subterranean.
Well, the thing is, I'm pretty sure, and I've seen the shit going on down here. I'm pretty convinced that there's a deep underground military base under Detroit because there are
Oh, I'm sure
confirmed
there is.
salt mines in across the river in Windsor, Canada. There's the salt mines in Windsor, and they produce Windsor salt. You can actually go and buy it in the store. And there's salt mines. They go right under Detroit, and apparently they found like caverns and all this shit down there. So I'm pretty sure there's a deep underground military base, and they fortify the area because by the time the 2100 century comes around, like the next century, if we're in World War III, the fresh water areas, which is the Great Lakes, that's going to be a huge contention. Like that's going to be a huge flashpoint for any global power because they're going to want to seize the fresh water. So they're fortifying this area right now, and I think that's why I see there's fucking military out the fucking wazoo here, man. I see Black Hawks, Chinooks, Black Project, Craft, just Marines, everything. It doesn't make sense why there's so much shit here when it's such a there's not much really going on like in civilian life, right?
Yeah. I mean, so they're always doing operations behind the scenes, and a lot of people are like, don't even realize how much we do that is not even on Earth. The Space Force is just a novel. Like it just is it's novel in that it brought forth the secret space program to be not a secret anymore.
Into the public domain.
It's like, look, guys, we have a military that is in space. We have had one that since like the 50s. This is not like our public space program is not it wasn't a distraction. It was just a they needed to get people used to certain ideas. What they discovered is that I forget the name of the document, the Pine Woods something. There was a document. There was a study done by the United States government that said what would happen if we told everyone about everything that we know, and then they said everyone would panic and things would break down. So what we need to do is we need to gradually leak the information, and so this is the most ethical, safest way that we can do it, that we can think of, is to let people know slowly on a drip feed through Hollywood, through public space program, that we're not alone, that there's a lot going on out there, and that it so as not to overwhelm the populace so that they completely go into shock and shut down. That was what they were afraid of.
They will.
Yeah,
even right now,
also today, done by the Rand Corporation in the 50s as well.
Yeah, the Rand Corporation, was heavily involved in all of it.
I'll tell you this much. Today, I mean, I can barely tell anybody any of my experiences. If I, even all these like the logical, university people I know that, they're, atheists and agnostic and all this stuff, and they think they're so fucking smart. I even try to broach the subjects of UFOs, and they can't. It's not even that they can argue against me. They can't. It's just that it freaks them out. It makes them so uncomfortable that if they knew the actual truth, I think they would fucking break down. I mean, they would. I don't know. They won't be able to withhold or withstand the light, like the iron soft. Or
that's done on. The conditioning done to normal fags is on purpose. So you gotta have like patience. You have to be trolly in a very poignant way. You can't really even bring it up seriously because they don't bring it up seriously. So you have to be glib about it, Whenever it comes to that, I just troll them and just fuck around with them, and they get pissed off, but they're gonna be angry either way. So you gotta throw in seeds to like get past the fucking concrete shell that they've built around their mind their entire lives.
The good thing is that we now have, like the government and the Pentagon and the Navy to back up if you want to talk about UFOs, you'd be like, well, the fucking government, the military, the Pentagon, they're admitting that, their carrier fleets are being shadowed by unknown objects of unknown origin, and they can't explain it. So right then and there, that, puts a damper into all these, skeptics and atheists. So, it's not that you're even arguing against my statements. Now you're arguing against, the most developed world world powers military. Yeah, I mean, you're going to tell me that they don't know what is fucking following them or what's following their ships and their, $1 billion aircraft carriers? I mean, that's a huge revelation. Like, I think disclosure is happening. It's not going to be a one moment thing. It's going to be over decades, over a century. It's actually 2 centuries. Disclosure has been slowly happening, right? And we're at a point where it's increasing into the public sphere, where now people can't really deny that these things exist. And I saw, there's the skeptic. I don't know if you ever heard of him. I think he's called Thunderfoot. If you ever hear it, he's on YouTube, and he tried to debunk the Nimitz UFO videos on all this stuff, and he said that it's birds. He's like, these UFOs are birds, while totally dismissing that these are cert class cases of UFO sighting, which means certified eyewitness plus radar tracking. So not only do you have certified eyewitness, but you also have these UFO objects on radar, military radar with military naval pilots. So you're telling me these fucking, highly skilled pilots can't tell the difference between a bird and a bogey? If they can't tell the difference between a bird and a bogey, then there is something wrong with our military naval flight training program, because we'd be in a lot of shit if we ever got in war and they can't distinguish between a bogey and a bird. So this guy's trying to say that it's all birds. Get out of here. I mean, it's just such a pathetic attempt to debunk it. I'll give you some birds, man. Like, don't tell me those fucking, cert classes right on video, on infrared, are birds. So we got to doubt. I mean, it would take more, like, you got to be more logical to doubt this case and believe him than you would to actually believe that it was real,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there's a lot going on with that.
I didn't want to be a downer, but I mean, those pauses, 5 years ago that I saw, like, at least 2 or 3 times. I think it was like 4. They called it impacts. I'm pretty sure you could pull up the threads. I still have some of the threads saved, but the important part were to how to, like, set up the scraper offline. I ended up nuking. But those pauses it was obvious the different team picked up where the other team did. I feel like afterwards the internet became, like, emptier because those guys just
they cut off everything that was old. They cut off all the old internet that had, like, data that was lying around, because they didn't want any chance of anything. So they did a huge cleanup operation that was basically clipping off. So all the old GeoCities and HomeSite and, like, Angel Fire stuff, like the old stuff that was just, like, kind of still laying around, they raided those things. They bombed the server building in Florida. That also happened to be, there were servers in that building in Florida that had a quote unquote earthquake.
Yeah.
But it turned out that there was a submarine doing a weapons test off of the. Oh, yes, I guess it was just. Oh, this submarine did a weapons test, caused a seismic thing. Oh, I don't think that's related to that earthquake at all, even though they're both in the news on the same day at the same exact time. in the same exact place, and that building collapsed. Is it like, okay, we know what happened?
Well,
It was a seismic
then,
weapon. They fucking sank that building. Fucking
well,
ruined the servers.
well,
You know, whatever.
what about when out there in Hawaii, when there's like that a warning for like nuclear assault or something, and they said it was like a malfunction, and then all of a sudden there was also like a ballistic missile launched at the same time off the coast of Hawaii.
Yeah.
Remember that? And there was
Had
also
explanation
allegedly
for
a Chinese sub caught off the coast as well.
Yeah, there
So
was a time when
I
they
don't.
said that. There was a whole statewide warning that got sent out, and everyone was fucking panicking, and I panicked because like my family lived here, and I was in Portland at the time, so I was
So-
like, oh fuck, ballistic missile off of,
So
Want to hear the
I'm sorry,
Had
Lex, but like,
explanation
I just-
for that?
I'm just wondering, like, did the fucking Chinese sub, did it actually try to launch an attack and then we intercepted it? I mean,
guess
is that
not.
what happened? Or did we knock out the Chinese sub? I mean, something happened there. There's some kind of actual engagement because it triggered the warning alarm. And that was legit. And that one trigger accidentally, and it wasn't accidental, and it wasn't a test. And then they came out and said it was a mistake. So I think maybe the Chinese were maybe testing. Maybe they're trying to test our actual ballistic detection or something.
our ability to, yeah. It was.
No,
I don't know. I don't know if it was the Chinese or not. I don't know what was going
positive.
on, but it's something.
The
It was
white hat
definitely-
hackers who are
Yeah.
against the clowns in America.
Go on, lurkers. Say that again.
There are Q drops corresponding
Everything
to
sounds
that.
so bad.
There was, yeah.
And
Mhm.
basically, from what was pieced together, the Coom hat explanation is that basically you had white hats just going after the freaking glows, like in military intel, and they ended up retreating to Hawaii just to like be away but still have access to the fucking
Yeah.
I forgot to, not the servers, but just access to the fucking the military intelligence. And what happened, what was supposed the explanation was that the White Hats and it had to steal back our secrets and just everything from these fucking glows, and that triggered that fucking that warning. And that just said a bunch of like not fail safes, but just you know things in place where like if we're hacked or anything, we're set to automatically retaliate. It said a retaliation response, but you know they're able to like shut that down. But pretty much that was according to a bunch of the drops and what was pieced together. We had to steal back our fucking clearances and secrets and just get the glows to fuck off, basically. And that's one of the theories floating around.
I saw that too. And like, have you ever heard of Forsha Cell? Like, it was Forsha Cell has like this article, and it's been online since like the early 2000s, and it's always been promoting shit like this. I mean, and also like mixing in aliens with it, and like saying that the deep state's being taken over by like the white hats and all this stuff, and like all this stuff. It reads out like a fucking novel, it sounds too good to be true, and I think that's part of the purpose of the Q thing. I mean, I'm pretty sure I think there's some conflict within the deep state, but it's not to the degree where like the internal environment is at a civil war. That's not happening within the United States. The deep state is pretty hunkered, bunked in, and confined to like one hole. I believe there are white hats, and from what I've been learning recently, I mean, maybe the deep state isn't necessarily all that bad itself, but um, they're not warring against each other like this. I don't think, because Sorcerer Fowl has been stating articles and stories to a similar caliber for years. It's just something that reads out of like a book, and I don't necessarily think that's what's happening. I think it's more that we're guarding from outside interests, and other world powers are trying to gauge where we are technologically, defensively. If they can skirt past our mutual defense and all these things. And I think Trump, I guess I know you don't agree, but I think he was a plant from the beginning. Even though I fell for his rhetoric and his patriotism, like he really spoke to me as a patriot, right? Because I fucking love my country, I love America, and I think he spoke to all real patriots. But he served his purpose. He was still bowing to Zion. He was still kissing the hand.
Well, of course, because
it
has to do with banking. It has to do with banking, man. It's like he's tied up with the banks. He owes them a lot of money. Why do you think he's a billionaire but he's in debt at the same time? Why do you think that is? Why do you think America makes trillions of dollars and is in debt at the same time? And why do you think that they use that against us to make us do what they want? Because that is the system of Babylon. And they have been doing this for thousands of years because their money magic is... But the thing is, the magic of it is that money is fucking fake. It isn't real. It's not...
Any of you know or are familiar with Kyle Odom?
Yeah. I was just talking.
I've read his manifesto.
The uncensored one.
The reptilian, fucking reptoids, man. Goddamn.
Yeah.
That I find, I don't know, like I sort of want to overemphasize how I don't like having my own theories or conjecture or whatever, but I go out of my way to like find shit like this that like punch holes through the narrative, and whether it's right or wrong, it just gives you a new point of view that you've never had before. It doesn't mean that you should automatically believe it or disregard it, but I've often found that shit, if there's any merit to any shit, like it's gonna stick around. And not only is it gonna stick around, it's gonna come back in another form or whatever. But I mean, that shit has me unsettled as fuck, because it's just the possibilities. I feel like the possibilities are endless, and the cards are stacked against us, but just the payoff, the glory, the peace is really there. It's like the light at the end of the tunnel. You see the fucking light.
But see, the thing about that is that it indicates that whether it's reptilians or not, that's not the point. The point is that there could be a highly advanced race that mimics humans, that blends in with humanity and might control or dictate our politics, our world.
Well, there is such a race, but...
That sounds very anti-Semitic, Aeon.
What?
Yeah. It sounds very anti-Semitic of you. Shut your mouth.
I know about Semites.
I love that list towards the end that he had. That made me so happy.
Fucking mimics, man. Hey, man, like...
Well, no, I am a Jew, so why can I not say? I could say it.
I'm not gonna lie. There's a little bit of Jewishness in my family tree. Like my dad looked in my.
Let me interject. Let me interject about the Khazarians and the Phoenicians, because I've sort of been hopping around.
Hungarian Jew, like.
I've sort of been hopping around, and it could very well be like they just co-opted the namesake of Jewish.
See, the thing is that they don't lie about what they are. They're Jewish. They're not Jews.
Ish.
They will say that to you. If you call them a Jew, they will say, "No, I'm not a Jew. Abraham was a Jew. I'm Jewish. I'm like a Jew. I'm like one."
They lie in front of your face. That's why they feel entitled to steal in front of your face.
The funny thing is that they don't actually lie that much. They tell you the truth in front of your
No,
face, and you don't understand what they're saying.
They tell you the truth right in front of your face. That's why they feel entitled to steal right in front of your face.
Sure. Well,
Yeah,
one thing,
they do because they do it right in front of you, and you let them. So that implies your consent in their opinion.
Yes. Yeah.
It implies your consent in their opinion, and that's the way that they work, you know.
And
a year ago, with that whole Nashville missile or explosion outside the AT&T building, and the guy who told his neighbor he was hunting reptilians, and that cryptic post the day before on poll with the Keck. And just a bunch of shit, you know. That's what I'm saying. There's too many loose ends. There's a lot. There's everything's at stake.
And I remember, but like there was like a recording being played out, and he was like warning people to get out before he blew up his van or whatever. But I don't remember the reptilian connection. That's interesting.
Yeah, he was telling his neighbor how he was hunting reptilians. I'm not making that up. Like and he had like a package sent to news. You know, obviously we're never going to see that. But no, there's all these like leads out, and it really should give us hope. I mean, it gives me hope. You know, I'm not going to let the fucking memory of these guys who fucking ended up going through with the fucking the keys for the insurance. I'm not going to let their fucking memories be gone in vain. Honestly, it's giving me a lot of fucking whatchamacallit.
Well, you should have hope. You should have hope regardless. I mean, whether these people are out there or not, you should have hope because, you know, just as, you know, it's the darkest before dawn, you know, after the darkest moment, the sun rises or the light shines. So no matter how dark it is at any moment in time, it'll shine brighter at some point. You know, it's always it's cycles of, you know, after the dark and light, it's binary, you know, 1 and 0, up and down. It's always it's above, as above, so below, right? Dark and light, it's binary, you know, 1 and 0. You know what I'm talking about, Lex. Like, I know I'm getting it.
No, I'm sorry. I was saying no because I started feeding back because I opened my Facebook and I'm streaming on Facebook and it played my audio back to me. I was like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. No, I wasn't saying no to you. I didn't mean that.
No, I know, but so it's you know, the hermetic axiom of, you know, polarity, right? So every opposite has its opposite, or there's, you know, like attracts like, opposites repel, 1 and 0, you know, black or dark and light, day and night, stuff like so. That's what I'm trying to say is, Lurker, is that, you know, even if it does seem dark as fuck, you should have hope, and you're right to have hope because, you know, dawn is just on its way and light will shine, and eventually it'll be a golden age, or, you know, whatever these fucking spooks in the dark are doing, you know, it's going to be revealed, and they're going to be, you know, like vampires in the sun. They're going to be, you know.
Saw Angel Cop around this time last year, and it goes over the exact same shit you're talking about right now, about, you know, having hope and how, you know, you can never really, you know, there's always great hope with like deep despair or whatever. And I don't know, it's a good anime. I feel like I should have watched it years ago. Angel, yeah. It's blatantly red pilled, like at the very end, like blatantly, like it was.
I've told Aeon about this before, but he's like, anime is gay. I'm not watching it.
Anime's awesome. Anime's awesome.
Continue being a homosexual then. But I mean, yeah, it's just I'm really trying to go out of my way to like view media or books that are relevant to today, and I mean, it's the same shit as, you know, hope springs eternal. You just got to keep at it.
Yeah, truly, it's true.
Whether it's animated or not.
What do you think on this, Lex? You've been I wouldn't say oddly silent, but I know, you're a man of great breadth, and what's your perspective on this?
On what?
Well, and the state of the world and how I guess we're basically battling pedophile
No, you know what?
elites.
The truth is
You know?
is that you have to get the idea of an enemy out of your mind. The enemy is in your mind. It has invaded your mind. The enemy is not real. Ignore the enemy. It doesn't exist. Find peace first in yourself. Now, when you have said, none of you are my enemies, you're my friends, and I want to help you to not hurt yourselves. Because what they are doing, truly, is hurting themselves and hurting others. They're not my enemies because they hurt themselves and they hurt others. They need my help because they hurt themselves and they hurt others. They are sick. They are needy, and I need to help them. They are lovely people in certain ways. Everyone is. They have certain things about them. You need to wipe out that idea of enemies, of battle. We are not battling anyone. The kingdom of God exists already. It's here and now. It's being built. And it's being built by Babylon even without their knowing it. They're fucking idiots. Yes. They are doing things without even understanding why. But they are being guided by a power that is higher than themselves. They are playing the role that is right for them. But what we need to do is to find peace within ourselves and then share that peace with the world so that people understand we can all have what we want without anyone ever being hurt. If we clearly communicate with one another and we clearly say, if you want your dick sucked by, I don't know, maybe it's like there's people out there that want to do that. So just if you were able to put it out there, if the resources are there, go do it. It's whatever filthy thing that they do behind closed doors and that they abuse people for and they make them slaves to do, the pedophilia things and all that, like they abuse people and make them slaves and fucking torture them, and but maybe there's some people out there that want that, and find them. If we were a little bit more transparent, a little bit more open about what we all want in life, then you could find the people who would match with you, instead of lying to everyone all the time. What I've done with my life and the example I'm trying to set for all of you is that I am the most authentic man to myself that I can be. I'm trying to be the most Lex that I can be possible. I am myself, and that's all that I am. I'm not anything else. I am not anything that is not me. I am me. That's it.
I feel that, Lex. It's best to be your genuine self and try not to wear a mask.
Yeah. It's best to be your genuine self, but what I'm trying to impress on you right now is that the work starts at home. The work starts in the closest areas. So this is what Jesus meant when he said, don't worry about the mote in your brother's eye when you have a log in your own. Take the beam, the wooden beam out of your own eye before you start criticizing the beams in others. So don't talk about the enemy. Absolve all enemies. Dissolve them in your mind. They're not your enemy. They are your friend. And you're going to help them realize how they're wrong. You're going to help them. You're not going to fight against them. You're not going to kill them. You're going to help them realize why they're wrong. And you're going to do it in a friendly way, in a gentle way, a compassionate way. And in that way, I studied Aikido for many years. And the principle of Aikido, Ueshiba Morihe, was the O-sensei of Aikido. And Aikido is about it's about accepting what the universe gives you, welcome it in. So if the universe throws a punch at you, welcome the punch in. You take it and you move around it, move with it, and then redirect it and show it on its way out. Then doing that, you almost nothing can hurt you. That's what Ueshiba Morihei discovered. He was a master swordsman. He taught swordsmanship to the Japanese military during World War II. He was their sword master. He knew how to fight. All right, this guy knew how to fight. He was teaching the Japanese military, but he didn't want to hurt anybody. He said, we don't have to hurt them. We have to say, they're not really my enemy. They're misguided. The only reason why anyone wants to attack me is that they're misguided and they're not okay with themselves. And so let me accept them for who they are, bring them in, and show them on their way. Help me improve them, and let me redirect their energy to something better.
And you know what that's called? That's internal martial arts. Yes. I learned this similar principle. I studied praying mantis kung fu when I was younger.
Yeah.
And I started with karate, karate was very external, and then I switched to the praying mantis kung fu, which was very internal, and there was a difference. And the significant difference was like the way that the kung fu in my sifu and my master or Sigong, how he taught how to channel the ki or the chi, and how to focus that like into your strikes. But also if you have somebody bigger than you, or you have somebody that's striking at you, when you apply the Aikido way or the internal way, you're basically like, just shifting the energy coming towards you, and you're just letting it go where it's going, but you just help it out a little bit. So if a rock is coming your way or a fist is coming your way, you just help it go, but you just shift your own body a little bit, or your arm or whatever, and you deflect it, and all of a sudden that your opponent's weight is going all into it, and now your opponent is off balance, and you can trip him, or he'll trip himself. It's with just like a light feather touch. And I think it's very like, that's what's happening with society and the esoteric, I think, as well, is that with the internal, you let the flow go, right? You don't swim against the tide. You don't fight against the wind. You don't go up you don't fight against the rain or the snow. Like you let it go, you let it flow, and if you can help it a little bit, then maybe you're just accelerating a little bit of a natural phenomenon. That's natural.
Yeah. So what you're talking about is Tai Chi. It is Tao. It is the way.
Tao.
So what a dojo means a place of the way, meaning a place that or a school where you practice the way. A dojo. So I'm trying to build my dojo in life because I have found that I have become the master of myself. I've mastered myself, and so I want to build my dojo to teach people the way, and the way is Tai Chi. And in Tai Chi, we talk about yin and yang. So yin is the receptive energy, yang is the energy that gives, that is impressive. It's the dynamic and the magnetic are good ways to think of it.
Yeah, that's where what do you call it? The I Ching, right, is basically based off of that principle right there, right?
And the Chinese have had this figured out for a long, long time. So when people are like, but the thing is that modern China has actually tried to stamp out a lot of these things and try to play Babylon's game. And it's like, now.
Have they been infiltrated? Like, I mean.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely they have. What do you think the Communist Revolution was? I don't know if you know this. The Communist Revolution in China. Yeah. This is the same as the Bolshevik Revolution. The bullshit revolution is what we should call it, because it's they say that they want to be communist. The funny thing is that they say that they want to be the thing that is the opposite of what they are. So it's like, if they call themselves Jewish, they are the opposite of what it means to be Jewish. If they, they'll be atheists.
But they never be open about that, though. They're never, if you notice, they're never open about how it's like
No,
Jewish.
They are open about it. This is, they tell you exactly what they are, and it's just that you need to listen more carefully to what they're saying and accept them for who they are, which is, listen, you can always trust a liar to be a liar. You can always trust a liar to lie to you. So these are people. There are people in the world, some exist out there. They are not Jewish people. They are not Jews. I'm not talking about them. I'm not talking about Jews or Jewish people. What I'm talking about is people who fake things, who are fakers, pretenders, who, and everything about them is the opposite. They say the opposite of what they are. So when they tell you that they are good, they are evil. And when they tell you that they are evil, they are good. And if they tell you that they tell you, they call themselves Jewish and they are atheist, then that's one of them. You found one. There you go. He's not a Jew if he's an atheist, because a Jew is someone who believes in Yahweh, Jupiter, the father of Jews. This is simple stuff, but nobody understands it somehow. And
hold on. Is Jupiter the ruler of Aquarius, or is it Saturn? I think it's Jupiter, isn't it?
Yeah, I think Jupiter.
I thought it was Uranus.
Oh no, it might be Uranus.
Yeah, Uranus is the ultimate sky god. So,
right.
So Saturn is the son of Uranus, and Jupiter is the son of Saturn. And outside the orbit of Uranus,
it's Uranus. It's Uranus. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Lurker's right.
Uranos, the sky god,
Uranus.
the heavens. That's literally what it means. And what it means is Anu. Means home in the Sumerian language.
Is literally Anu.
Anu means the sky god. Anu.
And right? That was literally the city of right? Like
that means home.
Right. Home.
They called it because means home, and was their home. So Anu is Anu, the god of the sky god of
Yeah. So this name, literally, these astrological names, it literally stems back to like the Babylonian times.
It does.
Right? I mean,
Sumerian times. No, not Babylonian times.
Sumerian.
Don't make it
the same.
No, they're not the same. Don't make that mistake. Babylonians conquered the Sumerians. See?
Oh fuck.
See what I'm telling you? So the Sumerians became, they became the Cimmerians, the Scythians, and they came and went into Europe. They went north through the Caucasus, went into Europe, the Sumerians. The Babylonians were a different people entirely. Maybe not even from this planet. I don't even know. But they went and they conquered them. And they were fucking assholes. And Babylonians and Sumerians are two different things.
Well,
Sumerians are not Babylonians.
Some said that like they were the Anunnaki the Anunnaki were the fallen angels, or the sons, or the
Anunnaki are the children of Anu. That's literally what it means.
So it's right to say that they are literally the children of the Anu, or the children of fallen angels. Then
they're literal fallen angels. Literal fallen angels.
They were the offspring, though. They were like the offspring of the fallen angels, right? Not
No,
fallen angels
no, they
themselves?
were literal fallen angels. They came from the sky. They came from the sky, from Uranus, the heavens, and they came to Earth, and they settled at Ur, and then the Anu was their god, the sky god, because he was their father, and these people were of Saturn, and those Saturnians, these people, they settled on the Earth. They conquered the Sumerians, who were of the sun. So,
and that was like the indigenous Earth.
Yes, because the sun impregnated the womb of the Earth goddess.
Yeah, no, not Anubis. The they're the
Ra.
symbol of the Egyptian.
Horus Ra.
Ra, the sun god, but
Ra Horakti.
I'm thinking of the Egyptian. It's like it looks like.
Talking about the winged disc.
No, there's literally a symbol of it in Detroit at the. Like, there's this place called Hart Plaza, and
an obelisk.
It's built off of. It's to mimic the what do you call it? In Egypt, the pyramids off the Nile Delta. It's supposed to mirror that, and it's got like these pyramids, and it has a Stargate allegedly built in the '60s before the show even started. And it looks like a legit Stargate from the actual show. And it has the Egyptian where Nut, where Nut meets the sky. You know that symbol? That is literally in the plaza in Detroit. It's all Egyptian. And this Detroit, architecture was designed by the same architect that designed Washington, D.C. Did you know?
Because a lot of people don't listen when I'm talking about Masons. Masons are building the kingdom of God, and they know these things. They pass them down. They're not necessarily evil, but some of them are evil because some people are evil. Some people are evil. That's all you need to know. The line of evil, good and evil, goes between inside your own heart. It's not about being good or evil. You are good and evil. Every one of us is good and evil. We have evil things about us. But the Masons are people who literally are building the masonry of the kingdom of God. They are literally laying the bricks, and the brick is their own fucking life.
The mortar, the brick, and you know what? I'll tell you this much, man. They get a lot of hate. The Masons, Rosicrucian, any allegedly secret society. I won't even say they're secret society, but they get a lot of fucking hate, man. And it's undeserved.
Yeah. That's exactly. I mean, exactly.
They need to fucking leave the Masons alone. I mean, I might be a little biased. I have a family member that was a Rosicrucian, and I've researched into the Rosicrucianism, and the Rosicrucianism laid the basis for Masonry. Or combined the physical Masonry, and then ended up creating the esoteric part, like the Scottish Rite or whatever, and that bases itself off Rosicrucianism. And then you get people like John Tyler, and I don't mean to bring him up, but
no, it's all right.
Listen. He made this pasta talking shit about like Rosicrucianism, and he based it off of his interactions with me and whatever interactions he had with you, and he used me as a source without citing me. And he's like, I argue with this Rosicrucian, and I never even claimed to be a Rosicrucian. My father was a Rosicrucian, and I have some of his.
Well, I am a Rosicrucian, so you could say. I mean,
well, there you are. So then you are the Rosicrucian, and I wasn't even the Rosicrucian. But the way he goes on, it's just it's Wikipedia tier knowledge, and I'm like, he's saying that Rosicrucian is like anti-Christian and anti-Christ.
No, absolutely not. It's absolutely the opposite.
Do you understand what Rosicrucian means? The order of the Rosea Crucis, the Rosea Cross. Like, Do you even know what the fuck that is? The Rose Cross.
What are you talking about? Your pud? My pud? What is a pud?
The Rose Cross. Well, my point is that it's literally based off the fucking cross. It's the cross of Christ.
Exactly.
It's the Mosaic Crucius, the Rose Cross.
Didn't the Rosicrucians translate the King James Bible?
Yes, absolutely.
If you want to
the
get
King
French,
James Bible was written by the guy who was leading the group. It was a group of people, but the guy who was leading the group was appointed by King James, and the guy's name was Francis Bacon.
Yeah,
Sir Francis Bacon.
Yeah.
He was a Rosicrucian. And he was a genius.
Same as Sir Isaac Newton.
And he wrote all of Shakespeare's plays.
I heard that, yeah. And you want to get French about it, it's, the Roy Croix. The Roy Croix,
Yeah. Rose.
Fucking,
it is the Rose Croix.
The Rose Croix. I mean,
it's the Rose Cross. It's the
there's
Rose.
There's nothing more Christian. There's nothing more Christ or
the symbol
Jesus
of it is that at the perpendicular, at the conjunction of opposites, at the cross, is the birth of life, the rose. And that symbol is a Christian symbol, but it existed before Jesus even. Jesus just demonstrated it in the most literal way. And Jesus was a Rosicrucian, for Christ's sake.
Yes, clearly.
So
when John is going and talking all this shit about, I'm like, are you just like ignorant, or are you actually showing here? Because it doesn't make sense if you're a man of Christ, but yet you're not understanding the breadth. Like he doesn't want to believe in any esoteric nature of his religion of Christianity or the Bible, and it's just so shallow.
So it's overly dogmatic by a large amount.
You know what happened to me today is that I was talking a little bit about this, and someone said, "Well, why are you an authority about it? You don't know anything, dude. You're a fucking idiot." And I was like, "Okay, you're right. I am a fool. And, you recognize me as one, so let's not argue. But, a wise man doesn't argue with fools, and you go ahead. Don't argue with me, but let's not argue." The point is that I showed him, and I said, "Look, here's 50 hours of YouTube videos of me explaining the symbols and secrets of mystery traditions."
Well, he wants nothing to do with that.
I know everything about these traditions. I mean, not everything, literally, because there's a lot more to know. But it's like, as far as it goes, on this planet, I am one of the foremost experts on this topic.
Well, Lex, I'll tell you this much, man. You're one of the wisest motherfuckers I've ever met. In person, online, whatever, and I think your name, Lex White, and I know I joke about this, but it's like the Great White Brotherhood, the Great White Lex.
No, it's not a joke. I mean, it's literal. It's true.
It's literal. Well, in the esoteric, it's the masters of the seven rays, right? Of initiates and the Great White Brotherhood, which is part of the seven rays, and it's like I think you are like kind of, whether you're literally part of it or not, I think you are in a form, and we all are as well. Like we're all part of an initiate of you, and you're an initiate of a greater White Brotherhood. That's what I see. That might all be bullshit.
I don't know.
You guys know that I have family members with the last name White too. My grandpa's last name is White.
Oh yeah, then we're related, probably. Because my family is very large and influential throughout the United States. We're one of the foundational families of the entire fucking country, and I'm I don't know. Like, I don't know what to tell people when they're like, well, who are you to talk about the United States? Like, who are you to criticize things? I'm like, I am a patriot. I am the deepest patriot. My family's I'm the 15th fucking generation born on this soil. What do you want from me? Like, 15? I'm telling you, I'm the 15th generation born on this soil from my family.
You're telling.
William White came here on 1607. Right. You can look it up on fucking Wikipedia or whatever fucking bullshit you want. He's my father's father. He's going back 16 generations. So then his child was born here, and I'm the 15th generation born here.
That's right.
That's
what,
like 400 fucking years, and we fought on both sides of the Civil War, and we fought in the Revolutionary War. We fought in every fucking war. On that.
See, I'm an immigrant compared to you, Lex, because my family only came here less than 100 years ago. Like, we came here in 1924, 26, something like that. Like, my grandma. Literally, my grandma and my grandpa, they were from the same Hungarian village, and they both emigrated to the United States or Canada, and then they ended up meeting each other at the same place. And my grandpa, he was back and forth between the United States and Canada. So listen to this. I found out that one of the members of the Majestic 12, and I know the Majestic 12 has been called as like a psyop or bullshit or whatever, but one of my family members is a literal member of the Majestic 12, has the same last name. I'm not going to say which one it is because it'll dox me. But
no, it's okay. It's fine.
So it was one half of my, because whoever has my last name is, part of my family, and I'm one of the last
Hungary.
Heirs from Hungary, Germany, right? So, but there was like a schism when they came here to America. How they changed their name to kind of like anglicize it a little bit, and they cut out the C, right? There's a Z and a C.
You just have to be able to trace these things, yeah.
So yeah, I think the more German side cut out the C, and they just had the Z, and then we kept the C and the Z. But anyway, so the name is, I can tell it's the other half of my family that went to like America, and then the other half stayed in Canada. Anyway, so he ended up being a member of the fucking Majestic 12, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I researched into it, and it traces all the way back to Hungary, Germany, and my fucking family name. So I'm like, what kind of coincidence is that? When I'm all interested in UFOs and shit, and then I got a fucking family member that was on the Majestic 12 that was allegedly doing government UFO psyop shit. Like, quick
interjection about MJ12. Apparently, Majestic 12 was the front, but not to say it didn't happen or whatever, but it was like internally it was called Magic 12. Yeah. And that's according to Linda Moulton Howe, and she sort of reports that someone ended up saving a bunch of files from a fire, and they were able to like piece what they could, and it just says magic, and eyes only and all that jazz. But just an interjection.
Magic with a K though, like CK.
No, magic with a C. Just C, not magic with a K. It's just magic.
It's that little controversy is it's all silliness. The C and the K, it doesn't fucking matter. Magic is real, but the word is important. The word that you choose to use is important. So Aleister Crowley put the K there for gematria reasons. He wanted to do it for a gematria reason, and that's why he uses a K. But if you don't want to use a K, that's also magic. It's that, that's fine. They're the same fucking thing.
What are your thoughts on Memtic magic, specifically Bane and the German wings?
On what?
Memtic magic.
Mimetic
magic. My bad.
Yeah, mimetic magic is a real thing. I mean, it's one of the. I mean, we're talking about real deep occult shit. Actually,
so I mean,
there's been known since.
You're saying a bunch of shit posting caused the German wing or had a role to play.
No, I'm not saying anything about anything in particular, but what I am saying is that memetics. So what is a meme? What is a meme? Give me the definition.
An idea. It's an idea. It's a thought.
It's
a form.
A genetic thought. That is the definition of it. It has, like a gene, it has a certain formation, and it is passed from mind to mind, and as it goes out through society, you could say it's like a virus or something. It's not harmful necessarily, or it's not good necessarily. It is what it is. This is how the human mind works. It works through memetics. This is Richard Dawkins was explaining this. Richard Dawkins has done a lot of respectable work, but he made himself into a moron by saying that God doesn't exist. But anyway, the whole thing is that memetics is basically the science of looking at the thoughts that people have, where they come from, how they got there, and who started them. You could say who originated an idea. Like, have you ever had this experience with your friends where there was like a funny phrase and you say, I started that, and they say, no, I started it, you know? Have you ever had that experience?
Oh yeah, I do that too all the time.
But that's the idea of memetics. It wasn't you or him or anyone or she or he or whatever. It was the meme. The meme is a thing of itself. It is an idea, and it propagated to both of you. So memetic magic is the magic of manipulating memes so that certain things come about. So I and many others took part in this little experiment of memetic magic to get Donald Trump elected, because it was the funniest fucking thing that I could think of. And we got Donald Trump elected. We got him elected, and he was in the White House, and he's a nice guy. I've talked to him. He's a nice guy. He's very receptive to what I have to say to him, and that's why I got him elected, because he was the only one that was willing to listen to me, instead of these Joe Bidens who are just biding their time until they can get the Clinton cartel back into power. I don't like the Clinton cartel because they only talk about the petrodollar. All they care about is fucking money. And I don't worship money. I worship God. So anyone who worships God with me worships Allah, the one God, Tao, God, the way, Supreme, Tai Chi. That God, that Lord, they should see that these Clinton cartel people, they're not your enemy. We're not going to talk about people in terms of enemies, because that's the wrong kind of language to use. They're not our enemies. They are misguided in what they're trying to do. They worship money, the accumulation of wealth, the accumulation of things. They want more stuff. They want to have treasure troves. They want to have paintings. They want to have vaults full of beautiful objects that no one else can have. They want to accumulate unto themselves. They are service to self. And then there is service to others. The service to others is to go out and give freely of what you do. That's what I do. I give all of my music away for free. I do everything that I do for free to entertain people, to try to liven their day, make their day a little bit better. I do it all for free. I don't ask them to pay me. I made all these videos for these Twitch streamers. They can do anything they want with them. As far as I'm concerned, legally, I have the right to say that. I have the right as the creator to say that, because I created that thing. And God created this thing, and he says it's free. Money is an invention. It was an invention of the mind, and it was created in order to trick people. It's a trick. It's an illusion. It's magic. You see? Money is magic because it is an illusion. It is a thing that is, the meme of it has propagated so thoroughly through mankind that all of mankind has fucking forgot about God and has started to worship money. And they worship having more money, more stuff. I want more things. But the things all exist already.
I have a random question. Are memes in a way demons? Like, are they one and the same? Because Mammon is a demon who represents greed.
Yes, they are demons. They are demons in the literal sense, because a daemon in Greek means a spirit. They are literally a spirit entity. Yes, they are literally a spirit entity. They are demons. And memes are demons. They have a power of their own. They're an egregore, a created idea form that we create together by sigilizing a certain idea. So we coalesce certain ideas. This is how you create a meme, all right? You take a blank piece. Let's create a meme right now. I'll fucking do it on stream. I will fucking do it on stream. You're gonna watch this magic.
Do it live.
Watch this.
Do it live.
This is magic. So, okay, what is the paint program I have on here? Color paint. That's probably good.
He's doing it live. You know, you gotta do it live, man.
So, what we want to do is we have a blank slate here. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me make sure that the stream is video capturing it, because I've messed this up before and I don't want to be a fucking idiot this time. So now we will go to game mode and we will go window capture. Let's see. Color paint. Let's take a look. All right, we're going to create a meme right fucking now. And I'm going to say, I want to make something that tells people how the world is, or how I would like the world to be. I want to create a meme that expresses myself. So, green, the life color, the color of life, energy. Green as the grass. It reflects the green light because that's what it is. It's life. It reflects it. It is it. It's like a mirror. It is a mirror of it. So, green. Now we're going to make ourselves a duck, because I like ducks. And we are going to use, let's see. That wasn't a good one. Let's try again. Let's see. Quack. Nope. I'm making a wave sound as I'm doing it because this is a sine wave. This is actually a sine wave that has mathematical principles behind it. Now, what I'm doing is I am making a duck. And this duck is ducking mad.
No. Oh, not the duck.
Oh, he's ducking mad. Oh, see all this energy I'm putting into him? I am putting in energy and intent by understanding the mathematics behind what is happening here as I'm making this thing. By understanding all of these things, I am starting to make a beautiful picture of a mallard duck that I like.
Not a loon.
I
You're not
am
gonna make a
making
loon.
this duck so that people will start to recognize that I am not a fucking idiot. I am a god, and you are too. Fucking wake up, you idiot. We are all gods. We are all creators because God created us in his image. So, this duck, he says, so ducking what? So ducking what? It's not that beautiful. It's not that cute. So ducking what? And there we go. That is the meme. I've created a meme of a thing that is not that cute. It is exactly what it is. And I've called it the thing it is. And I've appreciated the thing it is. And I've created it now. I've created the meme. I've created the meme, and we will call it Ducking Mad Science. Ducking Mad Science. So ducking what? And now I'm going to go post it on 4chan. Let's go browse 4chan together. Why not? Why not? I know 4chan's weird. I know I'm a weirdo. And
be careful not to run into anything that breaks TLS.
The thing is that you could fucking go there and look it up yourself. So fuck you if you think that it's like it doesn't matter.
You know what? I've been there. 4chan, I've been there.
Yeah. And?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was saying
4chan,
I'm a weird motherfucker.
Yeah.
And I go on there sometimes, and especially, some people might call me a leaf, but sometimes I post some weird shit.
Yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, I didn't give a fuck about the holidays this year. All I can think about is next year when my son is here. Oh, that's so nice. Rie, congratulations. Omedetou gozaimasu. Omedetou gozaimasu. So, okay, we're going to tweet this meme. And we'll see what happens. You'll see, does it propagate? Do people think it's funny? It's unique, weird. It's Lex White being a fucking weirdo again, as he is every day. I am that I am. Because the great creator I am that I am, he was in the sky. It's like Bob Ross had fucking understood how to paint. He understood how to paint because it is what it is. So just make it that. It's as simple as possible. It's hard to tell people because it sounds too simple to be true. It sounds too simple to be factual. It's too direct. People need something indirect to help them accomplish the things. So you have to find ways around them. And I'm very direct at talking to people. And people do not always appreciate that. So, I do not like indirection. I do not like people who don't know where they're going. I do know where I'm going. I don't like indirection. So, find your compass, find the star, look at the star in the sky that follows the path in the sky of the thing that you want to be. Go and find it. Walk outside and go and fucking find it. And you will find that it is there for you. It is there for you right now. And if you walk, you will find it there. And so right now, for me, I am going to walk to the Hindu monastery. Because up there, they have set up a great banquet and feast. And I am going to go up there without fucking knowing. They didn't have to send me an invitation. They didn't have to do anything. I'm just going to go up there and join them because I'm one of them. I understand these things. So, I love you, everyone. Namaste. Peace be upon you. Allahu Akbar.
Peace.
Alhamdulillah. Assalamu alaikum. Salam alaikum.
Mashallah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Mashallah alaikum. Inshallah, brother.
Aloha. I will see you
Aloha.
later.